too much, now I'm swallowed.
Hi guys! Today I did a really fun spring green look. Before you leave, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button if you want to see more fun, glittery, shimmery, and all kinds of makeup looks. Today I did a really cool silvery green look, and I wanted to add more of a light nude lip because I wanted to have all of the attention to the eyes, so I added green shadow and silver shadow on my eyes. If you want to see how to get this look, please keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light. I'm just going to put some on my chin, a little bit right here. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to go in today with the shade Coconut Cream. This is my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. Real Techniques Space Shadow Brush. Then for my crease, I'm going in with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette in the shade Rum Raisin. Using my crease brush from the Sephora collection, I'm just going to kind of work that a little into my crease area. Now, I think this is a pretty shade. It has a very slight shimmery glow to it, but it's not too shimmery. And then I'm going to take my blending brush from Real Techniques and blend everything in. And now I'm using my Morphe 35D palette, and I'm going to go in, for this shade here. I'm looking for more like a lightish green color, so I thought this would be pretty. I'm just going to dab that onto my lid, like so. Then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to go in again with Rum Raisin. And then just kind of blend that into my crease. Just to make it more shadow-like. I'm going to blend that in with my blending brush. Then I'm going to take this ColourPop eye shade in the shade Liberty, and it's their Super Shock Shadow. And I'm just going to take this brush right here and just dab that onto the shadow. And this is extremely pigmented, so you want to be really careful with this because otherwise it'll look very silvery, as you can see. Then blend that in. And then for some more dimension, I am going to go in with this shade right here from my Morphe 35D palette. Almost like a grayish green. I'm just going to dab a little bit of that onto my eyelid on the outer V. Then what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take my makeup remover. I use the oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena. I'm going to take a Kleenex and just kind of dump a little bit of that. And then what I'm going to do, just to kind of clean this up, I'm just going to go like this, like an angled motion. And I know it does take some of the concealer off, but I'll fix that later. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Licorice. And this is a really nice jet black shade. I'm just going to line my upper lash line with it. And I don't want to add too much liner because I want the attention to be more focused on the green and silver of my eye, so I'm just going to add just a little bit. Not even on the inner corner, just on the outer corner, middle outer of my lid. For my bottom lash line, I'm going in with my Morphe 35D palette, and I'm just going to go in with this shade right here that I used on my outer V. And just dab that onto my lower lash line. And then I'm going in using the same brush with this shade, that other light green shade that I used on the middle of my lid. And I'm just going to focus this more on the center of my lid. And then I just smoke this out just using this. I just use the same brush. It already looks pretty smoked out, but... And then I'm going to go in with this silver shade called Liberty again that I put in my inner lid, my eye. I'm going to use this brush right here, my Emax brushes, and I'm just going to line this very lightly on my lower inner lash line. And then for mascara, I'm going in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex in the black shade. There you go. I'm going to use this on my upper and bottom lash line. And you can add false lashes with this look if you like. Now I'm going to do my brows. So I'm going to take my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chalk Bar palette again. And I'm going in with the shade Put In. Just using this angled brush here. I'm just going to like brush the hairs. And I love doing my brows. I don't know about you guys, but I really like, I don't know, I get like a very satisfied feeling, or satisfying feeling when I do my brows. And then I'm going in with the shade Coconut Cream from my Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette by Too Faced. I'm gonna put this on my brow bone like so. And then I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Highlight Palette. And I'm just going to dab some of this shade, the lightest shade, in my inner corners. And then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Contour Palette in the shade right here. Contour my cheeks. And I cut myself right here on the cheek. See, there's like dried blood. I don't know, I was scratching it and I kind of cut it. So I guess it's not really a cut, it's more of a scratch. But it's okay. And then now I'm gonna go in with the same highlighting palette and just use this lightest shade right here. I'm gonna use my finger for this and just drag it across my cheek like so. And I would like this to have a very strong highlight because my inner eyes have the silver. I just felt like doing a really strong highlight with this look. And then highlight my Cupid's bow. And then I felt like doing more of a nude lip shade with this look. Going in with the shade Magic Wand by ColourPop. It's their Ultra Satin Lip Shade. Gonna line my lips